Ladies and gentlemen, today's video is going to be a bit of an analysis, a bit of a look at a certain ASMR content creator who has dived down a familiar rabbit hole we have seen, we have explored, we have looked at on this channel. For a lot of the OGs, a lot of the veterans of the channel, you've probably seen me cover people like Angelica ASMR, Gwen Gwiz, and I'm sure there's plenty of others down this long laundry list of creators who jumped into the ASMR niche because it was something that they could get a quick following from, make some quick money from by kind of being a bit risque, leading their viewers to other platforms that are a little not safe for work. And we have another one. HeatheredEffect is another creator who has jumped from the ASMR bandwagon to creating spicy content on other websites, and now that she has been demonetized from YouTube, has decided to follow the way of the Lord. So we're just going to kind of look at it all, go over her timeline on YouTube, and kind of give my own thoughts on this entire situation and how we're seeing such a convenient shift from spicy ASMR and other content involving, doing things for money, switching over to being, one with God and opening your eyes finally, just when the money stops coming in. So for anyone uninformed, this is HeatheredEffect ASMR. She's been a creator on YouTube here for about 5 years now. She's been pumping out these ASMR videos. I enjoy her ASMR. I'm not gonna lie and pretend to you that like hot ASMR or like inappropriate ASMR is like, oh my god, people are dying, it's so bad, it's so horrific. No, it's not. But it's definitely a point where you do have to start wondering, like, why is so much of it explicit? It does kind of make people think that all ASMR does eventually get to that point. Regardless, HeatheredEffect is a creator. She has 800 videos, 452,000 subscribers. We can head on over here to Social Blade and we can see she makes good money, or she was making good money, right? So estimated monthly earnings was about $140 to 2.3 thousand, which good money for a little side hustle. Me on YouTube, I don't make a lot of money. It is what it is. I enjoy making videos, I enjoy building a little community, but I don't make a lot of money on YouTube. So for someone with 452,000 subscribers to be making this amount of money, I'm not sure if that's a lot or if that's really low for someone like her. But again, she got demonetized, which means this should be a zero. This should be a zero because she's no longer able to get ads on her videos. Now, she might get, or YouTube might put ads on her videos, but she's not going to get a penny of it. But we can see here, she's still getting good views, about 20,000, 17,000, 7,000. She gets about average of like 15, 20K views a day, so that's really good money for ASMR content, which again is like long form, 1 hour, 2 hour long videos of noises and whatnot that a lot of people fall asleep to. So it could have been good money, and she lost that as a platform to use. Now, it's going to be pretty funny that I have to bring you all this statement from her. That is from her OF, her adult platform. I don't pay for her OF. This is a screenshot that I found on the internet, so we're going to read it. TLDR. I hope you'll listen to the entire thing because it's important, LOL to me anyway. But I've had a spiritual awakening and I am getting psychic downloads now from God, the universe, and I am in a really good and happy place for the first time ever. I'm going to keep my page, but my content will be a lot different as I move away from full sexual objectification of myself and creating art with love. I still have videos I recorded pre-awakening that I think will end up sending out unless I feel different when I go to do that. Also, my YouTube channel is demonetized until July, which was a big part of the final trigger of this awakening and self-reflection as a sign from the universe. So I will not be posting new ASMR content there, most likely until I get my monetization back, because it just doesn't make a lot of sense to do that at the moment, and I'm spending my energy in the most productive ways that help me flow in my energy and in love. Anyways, sending you so much love. Feel free to ask me whatever questions, and I'll work through them as I get the time and space. Now, I don't know about you, but that sounded like a whole lot of yapping. There are a lot of YouTube creators who go through these phases where they're demonetized, where they get videos age restricted, ad limited, and they still continue to make content because they enjoy it. Now, what this seems like to me is that HeatheredEffect never really liked doing ASMR. She never cared much about her community, and allegedly, the same site that I found this screenshot from, people are saying that she is a really big scammer. So it comes across to me as HeatheredEffect is nothing but a grifter who goes into things like the ASMR community, goes into these other platforms like, adult content, whatever she can do just to make a quick buck. And in this case, we see she lost her she got demonetized. So she says, screw it, I ain't doing ASMR until I'm making money. Which, again, that's kind of a point I'm in the middle on. I understand it sucks to make content, not be paid for your work. But when it's something like ASMR and you have your other platforms, I don't know, it just seems like if you do enjoy what you do, you should still continue to do it, despite whatever kind of hurdles come in your way. If that's, demonetization or having videos be age restricted and ad limited. And again, I think it's really strange to say, like, yeah, I'm awake now. I'm finally seeing God and I'm finally, learning new things about myself and I don't want to create this content anymore. But I'm still going to keep these sites open so you can, give me $13 a month and see me show you all kinds of interesting assets about myself. Which again, I don't shame that. I just think it's a bit of a hypocritical move. If you are going to truly dive down this rabbit hole and open your eyes and become one with God, you should definitely not continue to profit off of, sin, such as selling intimate videos and photos. We're not talking about, modeling with a lack of clothing on. We are talking about ASMR where she has see-through clothing on, she's licking on mics, making interesting noises. There's a lot of things I'm trying to censor in a way that YouTube will not punish me for just kind of discussing another creator. But regardless, it does seem like a huge coincidence that she only suddenly is starting to want to become one with God when she becomes demonetized. Now, I mentioned earlier in this video Angelica ASMR, who was a creator that we once looked at, who was this like super feminist, lesbian, anti-capitalist, who was just super, I guess you could say woke, that's the only way I can really say it. She was super inclusive and supportive of trans people and wanting her community to be all kinds of different people and whatever the case may be, anti-capitalist, blah, blah, blah. And she ended up switching to a super conservative person, not even just conservative loving God, but also being against gay people and against trans people and using her platform to spread hate. We covered that before. And we also had Gwen Gwiz, who was another person who was a super lesbian chick who was on OF selling some pretty down and dirty content. Not just modeling, it was actual things were going on. And she ended up switching to another conservative who is now this like milkmaid who's, oh, I'm happy with my husband. I love being a stay-at-home wife who's in the kitchen cooking and farmhanding and doing all these, old-fashioned, old-timey things. And I love just living like I'm an old ancient farmhand. It's an interesting thing we're seeing. Now, I did end up going to her spicy site just so that I can see. Again, she still has deals going on, free page, blah, blah, blah. It's fully decked out as if she was still active on this platform, which I think she is. Now, she has a deal going on right now, which is 40% off for a month. Summer sale. My YouTube channel is demonetized until August. So instead of being annoyed, I'm going to enjoy this summer vacay that the universe gave me. Come have some summer fun with me here. Again, I support people wanting to create this content. If you're an adult selling your content to other adults, go right ahead. Don't hurt anyone as long as no one's being, damaged in some sort of way, which is an argument for a different story or a different day. I don't care what you want to do. But again, it's hugely hypocritical to say, oh, I'm awakened. I'm one with God now. But $13 a month. And you can see me bust it down. This is a line I'm trying very, very precisely to tiptoe on. I support creators. I support ASMR creators. I support adult content creators. I support anyone who wants to do anything that's legal. Now, as a creator myself, I'm still going to critique people and criticize and discuss and look into people, even if I support their line of work as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's just about it for today's video. I will keep you all updated. I know a lot of you OGs of the channel probably miss when I used to do like the ASMR drama, but I'm not a drama farmer. If I can't find drama or interesting topics, I'm not going to make it up on the spot, okay? But again, as things come up, they will be presented to you, and I will do my best to get them out to you as quick as possible. Now again, this video is not like throwing shade at HeatheredEffect or whatever. It's just my opinions on how I think this entire thing is a grift. Again, it's not calling out Christians, it's not calling out conservatives or people who do religious things or people who do adult content and decide it's not for them. You know, everyone's allowed to make these changes. It's just so convenient that it all happens once you stop making money. You know, Angelica ASMR wanted to read the Ted Kaczynski book, lost monetization, and boom, the next day she was a Christian, right? We are seeing this way too often, and it's starting to seem very suspicious. Now, Heather, if you happen to see this video, again, this is not an attack. I don't think you're a bad person. If anything, I am a fan. I've been subscribed for years. I've watched you go from making more PG content to not so PG content to, you know, going back and forth, back and forth. And again, these people on these sites that I found this post on kind of can agree to that you are a bit of a bender of the truth. You know, you say like, pay this amount of money to get this video, and then it's not what the video is. Now, that's not a good way to do things, especially as someone who's a now reformed Christian. But I do wish you the best. I wish anyone out there watching the best. If you're Christian, if you're atheist, if you're Muslim, whatever you are, whatever religion, I support you, I appreciate you. You guys are going to have to let me know down below what you think of this entire situation of creators, whether it be ASMR, YouTube in general, who end up going very, very not PG to Christians or conservatives. Let me know down below what you think. Peace out.